I figured that this would be a problem once once key animation is done, so I figured I should make the breakdown or in between reference as well. In between reference are for slight changes that happens during the in between, which is in this case this hair, right? So I'm going to in between the entire face, right? But the body will kind of stay the same because the body does not change in this movement. All that change is just the facial expression and the hands. For this in between, it's favoring number 1. So basically I'm going to in between number 3 of number 1 and number 4, then in between number 2 of number 3 and number 1. Although there's still going to be an in between in front of number 2 and an in between going easing down to number 4. It's just these ones are where the main action, like the main action ends. They are like a keyframe that acts as an in between because of the hair. The hair is a keyframe. I could have done this hair in a different layer, but it could also be done like this if we don't want to have like use too much layers. Uh, Flipping through the drawings will also help a lot, so you know what you're doing. So I have work to do, so I have to do this quickly. So basically, as a key animator, you are to finish up this reference drawing and finish up audio drawings to be a single full drawing. Since the body does not change, you make it red, right? I'm not making it red because of I have to draw them fast, but you just copy and paste the part that doesn't change and make it red. I can show you an example, but the example I want to show you is work, one of my work, and I can't show you until the episode comes out, but I'll be sure to show you later on if I could find something with an example. Now I'm gonna show you. Let's hope that you guys don't really put me up for scandal. This is the in between reference. Most times in between, I didn't normally drawings like this hand is meant to be made by the in betweener. Although the animator can make it, but if you want to save time, the only reason why you should make it only when you have something like this that is not an in between, that is a different pose entirely, but is connected to the in between. Uh, and the reason why I didn't do this in a different layer is because let me turn this off and use this. This head is slightly moving downwards. Let me put it away. Just, so the the hair is following the head, so putting on a different layer will make things confusing and it won't really land well. That is why I decided to put it on the same layer. So as we're following the in-between, we make this a keyframe, and these are the types of in-between they call either breakdown or in-between reference. Like if a character turns his head and wants to close his eyes while closing his head, the eyes will be what change that doesn't get in between. Most times you just have the eye drawing and the rest of it will not be drawing, leaving it for the in-betweeners to in-between. But in most cases, like in anime industry, they expect the second key animator to finish the train because of uh, so it would get checked because that train is important. Breakdown trains are important than in between trains, even if they are also in betweens as well. Um, I see you facing back later. Sorry that this is gonna be very long. But try my best to draw as fast as I can. So look at the things that changed that just this hand. Um, when in betweening them, the best thing to use is you this curve tool because it'll be a lot faster. Make sure you are at the middle of the middle. The reason why I tend to do this is because so you can keep it consistent, the shape consistent, and most times as key animators as well, even though you're not doing in between, you should have your timesheet favored. Give the in betweener the liberty to use this method of always animate, of always doing it at the middle. By giving them the liberty to use this method, mean like making your timesheet middle of the middle. How will I explain this now? For this number 4, right? This is basically the timesheet, right? Like without the other in betweens, right? Just the breakdown drawings. We'll have number. We have number 3 here. We have number 2 here. So this number 3 is the middle of number 1 and number 4. Then number 2 is the middle of number 1 and number 3, which is giving it the spacing that we have here. But plus the other in betweens, which is having 1, 2, uh, a middle, and this, which is kind of similar to this, but in a smaller form, which is going to be number. This is middle of number 1 and number 2. Then this is the middle of number 1 and this. We have the same thing here, but in reverse. I meant to like trust you guys with this in between and stuff, but I just thought it was a good opportunity to explain in between as a whole. So some people might not be in the dark of what it means to in between, and especially those times where you have animation that are kind of far away, like this one, the hair and all this kind of stuff is far away. Right? But, yep, then almost made a mistake here. So I was using shift and trace feature. Kind of not really a mistake if I was actually in the actual exact middle. But since I was not in the exact middle, that's what makes it a mistake. Uh, turn this off. So let's go. With IB's Paint has this to have this feature too. The rest of the hands will be up to you guys to in between. The key animator will make sure everything is kind of clean enough for it to focus on just the line movement. IB's Paint doesn't have shift and trace feature, which is why I tend to like to use Clip Studio to make my animations. And also, if you have the liberty of using Clip Studio, I suggest to use it as well. other apps to have quick shift and trace features too. You can also there's also ways for you to improvise shift and trace feature by making a copy of the cell and adding it as a layer, then shifting it uh, to meet your ideal location, basically. Uh, Making things solid and consistent is what will sell the animation as quality. If your in between are not good, the animation will look bad. Exactly that's what exactly happened in Cut in Cut 3. In betweens are uh, as important as any part of the animation. And the reason why I'm giving it to you guys is because of doing in between will actually teach you more on key animation, basically. Because if you understand what in between has go through, you understand how to properly sell your animation, because you understand the mindset of the person that's coming after you, which is very important. Right. Just this is already getting very long all the way to 12 minutes. I'm just really slow. But sure, it's okay to take your time, sure, and make sure you are getting this thing right. Hold on. Let's turn this on. Let's move this and have proper in between. Ma? No, it's light. Dun, 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 dun. So I'll leave the rest to you guys. You can see that nothing changes. Okay, there's a little bit of change, so that changes, those change will be in between as well, but I'll leave it for the key animator to do that, because I'm first thing you can in between this. But in between only happens to his clothes because of this light moving in the wind. Also have the shadows be slightly affected according to the wind. That's also the work of the second key animator. I'm just making corrections here. Alright, so let me do the next in between reference or breakdown drawing, whichever you guys prefer, which is this one. Alright, so I'm changing this, taking this to number 3, and I think there's a way to like move this thing, like blocking my way. There's this there's a the recording stamp is right here. I wish there's a way to just move it away, kind of blocking my way. So yeah, so I'm gonna put it back where it belongs. Or maybe I should put it here. I think it's better to put it here. Yeah, it's better to put it here. Now this is cell 12, cell 2. which is also an in-between reference. If you see a triangle like this, an in-between reference, you have to first of all clean up the keys before you come to this triangle, because of you're going to need the keys to finish up these triangles. Triangles like kind of change in mass, so that's what it was referenced as. First of all, I'm marking where I'm going to go. Can I use shift and trace to keep the volumes. For this one, there won't be any much change because of it's kind of close to number 3, but it's not an in-between. But something that this is not directly in between because of it has a different motion entirely. But when something is directly in between, you should make sure you are drawing at the exact middle, because that's where you're keeping the volume of the object consistent. I don't too much understand how hair work, but I think you can get away with messing away with the volume. But if it's too much, I think it will show. I'm still kind of not understand. I'm still trying to understand hair a little bit. We're already getting to 16 minutes. I don't think you guys will watch this to the end, but I hope you do, sure. I'm not in between everything, just finishing up the in-between references, which we're also going to be in between, using this tool again. Those of you who are now using Clip Studio Paint will have this tool with you. If you don't know how to use it, right, you can ask me. Both of us can go on a call, and I'll direct you and tell you how to use it one-on-one. And using it is very it's advisable, because of you don't really have to have experience, right? As long as you just understand the logic of things, you move things around and everything is going to be looking consistent and solid as it moves through the cells, right? Let's move that too. And most times when I'm doing corrections, I might just do one cell, and you as the key animator, we have to correct the rest of the cells. However, because I know about you guys' Q level at the moment, I will try my best to make corrections on every cells. But if we don't have time, we will have to resort to just doing one cell, right? Remember, you start with the middle. That means when you're in between the details in this cut, you're gonna have to in between the details in number 3 before coming down to number 2. When I say details, I mean the shadows and all that kind of stuff. Because I've seen inconsistency when you guys are doing this, and I think you guys can do better. Normally, I expect you guys to finish like one cut probably in 2 to 3 days or even 1 day. But since it's not like it's like a passion project, I guess you have other things to do. But when you become more active and have more money on ground, I hope you guys will be able to do that kind of. Anyways, for this one, I'll just take this one because of yes, I'm already wasting too much time and I have to get back to rent a girlfriend. Uh, this is this cut over here. It's I'm not supposed to show it, so I can't really show. And the reason why I'm working on the small screen is because I like to look at my my spacing charts, and I don't mind zooming in and drawing like this. But when I'm drawing roughly, I tend to use the tab tool. I use the tab tool a lot. Right. And then after you do shift and trace, is this like you pointing it out? After you do shift and trace to do something and make them like part of the body close together, you might forget that you're in shift and trace and you want to master in between things like this. Don't make that mistake. I've made it a lot of times, and I'm sure most of you are going to make it a lot of times too. Hold on. It exists from shift and trace, and you see that they're actually together, and it's just this in between is that you're kind of messing with, and guess in between them accordingly. I guess the so I don't know if I explained things well. If you have any questions, and I hope basically with this video we'll have more smooth in betweens from now on. Oh, and don't mind the brush I'm using. I'm doing this because of this is just like corrections. It's going to be cleaned up later. But when you're using when you're working on in between, be sure to use this brush, right, and use it at 1.5 pixels. Yeah, I like this thin version better, basically for the art style. But I think maybe we'll increase the resolution of our cells and use 2 pixels. I think that would be better. Anyway, sure. Okay, that is it. So let me export this cells finish. Alright, so turn this on. Let me move here. Turn this on. Move. This is where the timesheet for the rest are, and turn this on. This is 9 and this is 4. There's kind of a lot of in between references there, but those are just like the hair movements. I don't know if I should animate it, but let's go with it. I'm gonna do it straight ahead, and the rest of the body has to be in between. Alright, so we're turning this off again so I can see the previous frame better. I think it's better to just like put it underneath all of them. So is the previous frame. Basically, this is where it gets kind of rough. The hair movement gets kind of rough and fast, I guess. This is what I'm doing when doing this hair movement. I'm trying to do this S, and this S keep coming downwards. Like now this comes to this. So if I'm doing between this and this, I'm going to do something like this. It's better to do it off after 2 frames, so that will make more sense. Drop here. We'll cut. We have this. We have this. We'll do. Just hope I'm not sacrificing this smooth hair. Hope it doesn't look like hair animation. Basically don't know what I'm doing with this hair right now. Already at 27 minutes. Shit though. This is getting longer than I planned. What should it do? And it's still the same. But you're still gonna have to in between the rest of the body. But although something like this still have the same drawing. Wait, is this? I think this is kind of like a movement of downward movement. Number 2, number 3. I'm kind of confused at this point. Oh yeah, the head kind of moves up here. Damn it. I guess hope it doesn't feel like, you know. What's this? Hopefully I move some of this up. Push. I'm going to have to cut this off. Cut. Easy. Cut. And here. And something like this. let's see what we can do here. So here we're doing for number 4 and 6 and 9. Try to move it a bit. Just move this. So let's put here. Move this right here. I think I actually got it at first without even doing this, but it's good to be certain, I guess. Right. This is an in between, but I feel like it would be helpful if I draw it for you guys. Shit. So this has 16 cells and about I don't know, like four to 5 keyframes, and the rest of the cells are kind of in between references in order to have the desired motion of the animator. In between references are used, especially when you know that the in betweener cannot read your mind. You see, I made this red something even when the jaw was covered. This is so that I could know what no. So this is to assist the in betweener when in betweening. But next time I'll just draw the changes like this here at this position, and I'll expect you guys to like in between this rest yourself. I'm just worried. Change myself is on your eyes. Something wrong with the eye here, but I hope it won't be noticed that much, I guess. We have so much problem, like this wrinkle comes out and vanish. Also, there are other in betweens like for in between reference like for 7, 8, 9. I will just do the hair and leave the rest to you guys, because this video is already getting up to 33 minutes. I think it might reach up to an hour or so, and I don't want it to be that long. Besides, I want my pen to do the rest of the in between reference. For number 9, I feel like it's going to be kind of like an ease in, or having the in between reference of number 16 at the middle. So it's kind of coming downwards like this. But I think I like doing this. I'm just drawing an arrow here, and to this having number 6 right here. Here's number 4. I'm going to do this and have number 5. Then we have number 7 and number 8. This is 9. So this guy is at the middle. This one's at the middle of this middle. This is at the middle of this, and this middle of this. That's basically how it works. Normally, if these are in between, it should just be like this. just that because of I made drawings in the in-betweens for in-betweeners, that is why they are giving a cell number and made a triangle. But when for something like this where the hands are really far, remember what I told you guys about doing. First of all, you try to get your mark, get your spacing down. This is where you want the hand to go next. Then next you move with your shift and trace feature, moving here, moving here. So now you know your volume is not going to be messed up and everything is going to be made consistent. So you go here, you do the cleanup. I feel like the hand, the thumb right here shrinked a little. I don't know. I think maybe I should fix it up or something. But although when you're in between, you're not meant to like fix. You're not supposed to fix up the key animator's work because it's not like your job to do that. Just follow it through. I like how the thumb looks like, so I'm just gonna keep it there. Alright, turn this off so I can see better. Still not seeing better. Is there anything else I could turn on? Where are you? Okay, let me turn this off. Wait, this is it right here. Turn this off. So yeah, when you're doing second key, you have to make this in red. Make this red. I would have done it. I'm just kind of, I don't know, lazy. Yeah. Drawings are kind of messed up, so get most of the changes to be done. Alright. That's number 5 right here. Number 8. number 7. Let's see. So number 7 is going to be 6 and 9. 6 and 9. My hand control getting wonky. I think I'm going to have to edit this later. I'll just drop it like that. Patient enough to watch, patient enough to learn. Yes. If you already know it, there's no point of watching it. So back that down. Then this would be 7 and 9. Move this boom. Move this boom. Then we have here. I think we kind of got the title. Kind of almost got it. No, it's not really. Yeah, 7. Let me shuffle it. This. So this is moving to here. So we have we're leaving the rest of the in-between so you guys hopefully already understand this stuff now. And let me turn back all my blue paper to show I'm superior. Turn this off. Shit. Patience. And it's off there. Anyways, so the rest of this in betweens will be left for you guys to add in between by yourself. Let me put in the charts and I'll write the sheets later on. And we have 16, which is favoring, just coming down to 16. So 15 is kind of here, and this is 16. 15 is an in-between reference though. Just that I don't want to have to draw. I guess I'll have to draw it. So one is our We have our keyframe here. There's no in between 14 and 15. It kind of just moves down to shape there. We have this, with this, which I don't feel is okay to do that, right? Because I feel like it's too snappy based on just the distance is too much. So I'm going to give them like an in between, but try not to sacrifice this one. We'll have this. So this goes all the way to 14. This at the middle. 15. This is the middle of the middle and middle of the middle. I hope you guys understand it now. And we're gonna have this. Probably just have it favoring 15. Like it's okay this way. Alright, so we are done. Let's export the person using this is kind of using use the right frameworks. Now this is how I normally export this in, if you're wondering. As if you're wondering, I don't think you need the layout now, but I still have to export it. And we have the background here. We have the directory of this. The background have already been exported, so no need. We have the layout and we have the director drawing again. So let me name this so it will probably be named Shift A key. This says 15. What's going on? We have here 9. 10. So what is below 10? 10 is just an in-between reference, like it's going towards 11. Let's see. Forgot about this. I don't know if I can trust you guys with this too. But let's just use it. So I think 10 should just be an in-between at this point. Too much. Let me just draw something so it actually counts as an in-between reference. See people terminal okay. Cause I'm by you. Note that every other thing that wasn't listed as an in-between reference should be in between directly and not kind of improvised. But don't think about emotion, just go ahead and make sure you are drawing right at the middle of things. Right? Don't do something like this, just leave it for the key animator. That is the key animator decision to make it like that. So you're going to trace over this, but for the rest you make sure you're going right at the middle of things. Alright, so number 10. So we're going to have this in between two, but this is going to be favoring number 9, the hand, right? but for the rest you can make it like in the middle. um, Alright, let's just make it in the middle so not confuse you guys. So in between this in the middle, so number 10, number 10 here, 11 here, in between it. Okay, 11 is a breakdown, so just that I don't want the in between um the times chart should be very long. Alright, this is coming down too slowly, and I feel it should be more like this, fixing up the timing a bit, having about 10 over here, have this here, and we have something like this. This is number 10. This is 9, 11. I'll fix it too. Number 12, number 10, we just have one in between. One, boom, boom, ta, which is right here. And number 13 and number 12, we have two in between, which is this favoring to number 13. So one here first, then second here. We're going out to 50 seconds up to now, I guess. Yeah. I guess that's it. So let's export it. So I'm gonna move file, export animation, export cells, choose location. This says this is the wrong folder, delete. No wonder. So it's not supposed to be here, it's supposed to be it here. We have this in we have it here. Select this folder, JPEG, animation folder name plus cell name. We'll go OK. Xbox 73. Oh, but with 17, I don't know what it means by 17. What else? Oh, Doga. This shouldn't have been on.